Be a part of the best pro wrestling podcast today by supporting the Going In Raw Patreon. You can enjoy access to the live taping of the show, exclusive merchandise, and patron-only episodes, and so much more. Support Going In Raw today. Click the link in the description.
This is the glorious one, Bobby Roode, and you're watching Going In Raw.
Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And welcome to Going In Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you'll be listening to right here at youtube.com/Steve Larson. Available wherever fine podcasts are. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, that little notify bell next to it where you get all your new Going In Raw content. It's supposed to come to you in your sub box. Get a lot of people on the Twitter, Larson, saying that, they've unsubbed me.
You made it public.
I made it public?
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Make it unlisted. Quick. Make it unlisted. They can't see this.
There's already a bunch of people here.
What's up, everybody? How you doing? Oh my God. I swear I made it unlisted earlier. It's just that stuff doesn't get saved. Make it unlisted.
I can't.
Get them out.
I can't.
Oh, man. Welcome to this free stream. All you non-patrons out there, whatever. Big deal. Anyways, we're also available on the Patreon at patreon.com/Steven Larson. Oh, my God, Larson. We're exposed. Well, hey, you know what? If you enjoy this stream and you want to keep on watching, it's only $5 at our Patreon to do that and watch our post show.
Here, it's like a holiday preview of what you could expect if you were to sign up for our Patreon.
Exactly, yeah. So anyways, speaking of the Patreon.
Oh, now it says unlisted.
Speaking of the Patreon, we got 51 people watching right now. And I like doing this from time to time, listing off our latest patrons.
Yeah.
So they get their little shout out because we offer that as a reward tier.
Yes.
So I'm going to go back and do this now. Grandmaster Too Sweet. The following are patrons: Edgar's Abolins. I'm so sorry for messing up your name. Kyle Worth, Shane Siegel, Corey Louth, Giovanni Johnson, Robinson, the Prince of Lazy Style, Quinn Fuller, Scott Warburton, The One Piece is Real, Domino EP, Bad Hoss DJ Johnson, Ryan Mizushima, Isaac Miller, True Bud Ryan Spencer, Jerry Passonen, Regal Matilla, Panda Adams, Herb, Richard Holloway, It's Me, Emmanuel, Gareth Jones, Larry Keach, Karan, You're Not Me, Borbin, Fletcher Brody, DX88, Kiyomi216, Von X, Sam Duke, Alex Knight, Bailey Cohen, Nate Cruz, One and Only Nuggets, Hayden, Tully Hernandez, R. Alex Smith, David Eldridge, Justin Shropshire, Jeremiah Powell, Mr. Chode, Discord Club Official Timekeeper, Prime Time, Henry Harris, Juggernauts, the Going In Raw Grand Slam Champion, Abdullah the Vegan, Slow Wolf, Stephen Murphy, Milk Queen Sammy C. again, and Carlito 243. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody.
And if you want a different way, a non-financial way of supporting the show, you can go to the iOS podcast app and look up Going In Raw and leave us a rating or review. It doesn't cost you anything to do that. It really helps out the show. We're also on the Pro Wrestling Tees. We got a bunch of t-shirts. Here's a couple of them. Look at that. Hey.
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 You're not me.
Hey.
Doesn't work for you here.
No.
There you go. Now it works for you. Look, these are our shirts.
Yeah, I got my Not Gonna Happen shirt and Cold Water Larson shirt in the mail yesterday. I'm gonna wear them this week.
Wearing my shirt, not gonna happen. I know, I gotta buy that shirt. Yours. I just want your face on my head. I might do that for Alabama. I forgot to tell you this. We were leaving the daycare, her school the other day, and she loves pumpkins because she likes the Halloween. She's determined that's her prime holiday.
Yeah.
And there's always a pumpkin sitting outside their front door. And as we leave, she'd always freak out and say, "Pumpkin!" I'm like, yeah, cool. And then it was gone because it's not Halloween time anymore. And it was gone. And I said, "Oh my gosh, who took the pumpkin?" And she said, "You did." She said, "Larson took it." And I was like, "That son of a bee."
I did take it.
Wow. What a pile of crap. You just stole a pumpkin from a kid's school?
Any pumpkins.
You're a real, you know what. Anyways.
Wasn't me.
Moving on.
Wasn't me.
Let's talk about Raw, man.
Raw.
Holy crap, what a fun show that was.
It was a fun show.
I feel like the WWE, and I don't think they felt this way forever or for a while, but like LA is getting a lot more love because they're giving a lot more love.
Yeah, I felt like when we were there for No Mercy, crowd was good.
A lot of good crowds in LA these days.
Yeah.
They're turning into like a weird, like, smarky kind of town, maybe. They give good pops and stuff.
A hot market.
How about that Jason Jordan Roman Reigns match?
Great.
Holy crap.
I thought Jason Jordan, all around, standout performance.
Let's talk about that in a moment. Well, actually, we can talk about it now.
Yeah,
Because,
kicked off the show, man.
Yeah, talk about that. I'm going to bring up the notes.
Yeah, so Kurt Angle came out, dropped a promo. Pretty quickly into it, Jason Jordan comes out. Mm-hmm. He wants a shot at Roman Reigns, the Intercontinental title. He basically pleads with his father to give him a chance.
Yeah.
And Kurt Angle says, well, your knee's not in good enough shape.
Well, he yells at Jason.
Yeah.
He's beside himself. He's, at this point, exacerbated by his son.
Yes.
Who seems to be a royal pain in his butt.
Yeah, just constantly asking for opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. So Roman Reigns comes out, and he says he gives it to Jason Jordan for taking the shortcuts. Mm-hmm. Not clawing and scratching and earning opportunity, just asking for it.
And I feel like they missed because
and Jason Jordan sounded like he had the start of a really good comeback to that.
I know.
But then it didn't deliver.
I know. I think that was like one huge missed opportunity, because before we carry on, that match last night, that was a face star making performance from him. And I feel like there was a bit left on the table because of that bit right there. And I honestly think it's sort of, if they let him put on that match, what do they want out of him? Because we thought for a week, okay, they're going to go in this kind of like whiny kind of heel thing.
And then this week, it's just like, I want chances. Give me chances. I want to prove myself.
He wants to fight.
Which is, again, a very face thing to do.
Yeah.
So, Reigns gives him some business about, asking for opportunity instead of earning them. Yeah. And Jason Jordan says, he
laughs him off.
He says, you're telling me this?
Right.
And instead of saying something like, you've been given every opportunity you've gotten, what have you earned?
You've been handed everything on a silver platter. Everybody here knows it.
Yeah. He said something like, you're the poster boy for what executives here in WWE want.
Yeah, exactly. Which is kind of not the right way to put it, because you're kind of like, I understand. We both agree that that's, I think, what they were getting at. It just wasn't written well enough. You see what Cena did with Roman, and that's exactly how it should have been done, and it could have been, reiterated here, maybe in a different manner.
But maybe they kind of, now that they're hoping that the tide's turning on Reigns getting over as a face, they don't want to bring that up again.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe they just lobbed him.
They're trying to protect him in promos now.
Yeah, but my God. I mean, here's the thing about Jason Jordan. Look, we've said it a million times. He's fantastic. He's a fantastic wrestler. His promos leave some to be desired, although I don't see him flubbing his lines or anything.
No, I think last night, performance-wise, he did really well. It was just that line, and I'm sure that was written for him. So you can't really blame him for a badly written line, per se.
Look, it wouldn't be the first time the WWE was kind of indecisive with how they wanted to approach somebody. Yeah. And this does kind of seem to be that case, because the match that he gave us last night had that crowd in the palm of their hands. Yeah. It was really, really good. It was another match that, and I guess this is going to be the struggle that we've sort of talked about Roman needing. Roman, he ekes out his victories every time, but he does it cleanly. Yeah. And he can't get pinned. Yeah. And so that'll be his road into WrestleMania.
So Reigns is ultimately completely dismissive of Jason Jordan. Says, I don't want you tonight. I don't want to face you. I want to face Samoa Joe. Yeah. Out comes Joe. And he's just mocking the two of them in the ring. Right. Talking trash to each other. He wants to fight. So he accepts Reigns' challenge. He said, Reigns, I'll give you 5 seconds to change your mind. Yeah. Counts it down. Oh, the crowd was super into Joe.
Oh, yeah, big time.
How can you not be? Joe is the best.
Joe. We love Joe.
And so he gets to the count of 5. Reigns doesn't change his mind. He said, all right, coming down the ring. Yeah. And then Jordan gets back on the mic and says, no. I came in here and came up to Roman Reigns' face and challenged him man to man, and you, Samoa Joe, resort to sneak attacks. Joe talks some trash about Jason Jordan. Jason Jordan suplexes Roman Reigns.
That was great.
Yeah, and then Reigns gets the mic and says, okay, no, I want Jason Jordan right now.
Yeah.
And that's what we get.
Yeah. And it was a good
20-minute match.
25-minute match. It was a very long match. Samoa Joe hung out on the stage and watched it all as it went down. But they could get Jason Jordan over so easily just based on his wrestling. Like they could have, it's one of those things where they could have I mean, I hate saying this, but the other person that kind of reminds me of where they could have gone maybe with him was Benoit. I mean, we've seen him a bunch of other places, but Benoit literally got to the top based on his wrestling machine-esque abilities.
Yeah, but I think a lot of that was his intensity in the ring, and Jason Jordan doesn't exactly have that same.
I'm not saying that he's a carbon copy of Chris Benoit.
But I know what you're saying. Well,
I'm saying
it's like Cesaro.
This
Cesaro
guy's
got
putting
himself
on
over by putting on really good matches.
Right,
yes.
putting on really good matches. But I think Jason. I mean, look, Cesaro's one of the most creative wrestlers out there. But Jason Jordan, that dude knows how to storytell. He knows how to build already, and that's a major component of it. And so, the idea that they could have gone the route of hiding his promo weaknesses, which I think they still are. Like he opens his mouth and I can't help but hear kind of whininess.
Yeah,
he has kind of a naturally whiny voice.
I think to a certain degree that's his character.
No, that's not, dude. When he his
the
literal voice. What I'm saying is
his
literal voice is kind of whiny.
They're incorporating that into his character because later on backstage, when he was whining to Kurt about wanting a rematch, Kurt was like, "No, what did? No, I'm not going to give you a rematch." Yeah. And he just kept whining and whining and whining and whining and whining. It wasn't just necessarily the timbre of his voice that made him sound like he was whiny. He was whining.
In that case, you might be right. They might be taking that and running with it. That could be the case. I'm not sure how you transition that to a successful run as a face down the line because his wrestling skills, you can't that. I'm not sure you can translate that to a heel because they're so good and he tells such good stories.
Well, I'm sure you could.
I'm just saying that they seem to be taking the difficult route here. I feel like there are different ways to make that kid a star.
It seems to me like what they're going to do is going to reach a breaking point between himself, Jason Jordan, and Kurt, where Jason Jordan feels like every time he's given an opportunity, he proves himself.
Yeah.
Comes up a bit short every time.
Yeah.
And finally, Kurt just says, I can't do it anymore because people are going to get on me about, like it's going to seem like there's nepotism going on here. I'm just giving you every opportunity because you're my kid. I can't do this anymore. And finally, that's what Jason Jordan, that's when he's going to reach his breaking point. We're going to see the heel turn. Mm-hmm. We're going to see him suplex Kurt.
Yeah. That'd be great.
And I think all this whining is it's like Anakin Skywalker.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is.
Ugh, God, please don't do that. That's terrible, terrible movies. I don't know. I just think when I see Jason Jordan, I see what he can do in the ring, and I see these matches that he puts on. I personally would have rather seen the story of him always the kind of thing that they were trying to do with Ember Moon a little bit. He's putting on the best matches against the best opponents, and always just coming up a hair short.
Well, I think that's gonna be part of it. Yeah.
Because when he finally wins, it would be such a euphoric moment.
Yeah.
So I kind of would have rather seen that. I'm not sure they have a solid direction on what they want to do with him, given what we saw last night. But, I'm interested in seeing where it goes.
That could have been the plan with him had the crowd embraced him. But considering they haven't.
That crowd last night did.
Yeah, I know. But for the most part, he's still getting a lot of heat.
When he's on the mic, they hate him. When he's wrestling, they love him.
Yeah.
And that's a weird conundrum to have. I'd rather have the guy in the ring. I'd rather have the wrestling guy, because I think you can build something really special around that. I'm not sure. I just don't know where you can go with the whiny heel guy.
I'm telling you, it's Anakin Skywalker. It's that storyline.
Yeah, but I don't see him being like a Darth Vader. He's whiny. Like, how can you transition from whiny to Darth Vader? It didn't work in Star Wars.
He'll just put forth more of some more baritone to his voice.
Can we give him like the Kane voice thing?
No. That's obvious.
You are my father.
He just has to start talking like this.
That'd be cool.
Let's talk slower and a little deeper, and he'll be fine.
Talk slower.
Not super slow.
Father.
Just a little bit slower, a little more deliberate.
I want to wrestle.
Oh, no.
Let me wrestle.
I see Jim Morrison now.
Father, let me wrestle.
Anyways, it was a really good match. Get a lot of time. Roman Reigns must have listened to the podcast yesterday because he busted out his submission move.
Right? That was weird.
I mean, it fit the story because he's working over Jason Jordan's injured leg.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, man.
But I swear that's the first time Roman Reigns has ever done that move.
There is a low-level rider out there who seemingly is in the main event scene somehow.
Yeah,
not so low-level.
And Reigns eventually wins with the spear in a really good match. A lot of really good
Larson
back and forth.
Raw last night.
Some good counter wrestling, too. Joe did a little bit of a promo saying he doesn't want to wait. He wants Roman Reigns now. He's going to, even though he said you're battered, you're weary, you're tired from a match.
He said, no, this was great because, Roman and him going over with the spear. Joe says, he said that kid took a little out of you, a little more out of you than you thought, huh? Gave you a run for your money. You make bad life decisions, Roman.
Yeah. I'm gonna go down there and put you to sleep.
Exactly. He said you make bad decisions, Roman.
Joe's the best.
Joe is the best.
He goes down the ring. He puts the clutch on Roman. And then Jordan makes the save by suplexing Joe off of Roman mid-clutch.
That was great.
And what does Jason Jordan get for that? A Superman punch.
Yeah. Which I think kind of, yeah.
It was the receipt for the suplex earlier.
Yeah, I know. I like it because this is Roman being Roman.
Yeah.
It's kind of dickish.
It is.
I mean, look, man, he was booked true to character, which is just kind of confusing a little bit. He's just a confusing person.
It's complexities, Steve.
It's complexities, exactly, yeah. So anyways.
So next, Kurt Angle's on the phone backstage with Stephanie. Jason Jordan barges in.
Comes in with a head of steam.
Yeah, he wants Samoa Joe in a match tonight.
Yeah.
And then he also wants a rematch against Reigns next week, and that's where Kurt Angle's saying, no.
He's like, dude, this isn't the Jason Jordan show.
Yeah.
You get one match, and that's it.
Yeah.
Go away. And then before Jason really had a chance to respond.
Well, no, he pleads with Kurt about the
Yeah,
match next week.
wants
Kurt says,
more.
well, okay, I'll take it under advisement.
Yeah.
And then Samoa Joe comes in and basically tackles Jason Jordan
dude,
through the
he came
wall.
in. Yeah, it was like a car come running in, one of those,
Yeah.
like a security camera, a car running into a store. He bowled into him, and
Yeah,
then
it
he
was
said,
great.
and then he said, like, I guess like father, like son, huh, Kurt? I'm assuming referencing like maybe their past in TNA.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't really know what like father, like son
I
means.
don't know
Besides, I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Like I
either.
just ran this guy over.
I don't know. Anyways. I don't think they'd reference TNA in a WWE product, but you never know.
Well, they have a history.
In another company.
What's TNA gonna do? Sue them? I think WWE.
Well, maybe if
WWE could do whatever
maybe
they
if
want.
Samoa Joe and Kurt Angle's contracts got retroactively changed, so they
Exactly,
got,
there you
so
go.
they own all their IP. Then
There you go. I think they had that written in there.
I wonder if, like, if they take it to a extreme, like, is Impact just giving away all their creative,
I think so.
like
man.
all their storylines?
Sounds like it.
Wow.
So the people who originally performed those storylines,
Yeah.
they now
They
own
can
them.
prove that any of that was their idea.
What a weird
I don't understand it,
situation.
man. Strange. Next,
Pretty weird.
Paige's first one-on-one match in more than a year against Sasha Banks.
Yeah, man.
Another match they gave a ton of time to.
Really good. They put. I mean, this is the first match back, and they put her in there with the right person.
Yep.
Her and Sasha Banks had a near pay-per-view level quality match. Alexa Bliss once again was on commentary. And then
Mickie James and Bayley came to the ring with Sasha. Of course,
Yeah.
Paige was joined by her fellow Absolution members.
Absolution. Yeah. So they were all out there. Saw some brawling out there. Sasha, unfortunately, towards the finish of the match, so she was able to avoid one rampage.
Yeah.
And she had Paige in a bank statement, but
Yeah.
Paige was able to get a rope break.
Yeah.
And then some shenanigans. Sasha gets distracted by Absolution on the outside.
Because they had just beaten down Mickie James and Bayley.
Exactly. She comes back in, turns around, eats a boot, and then a rampage. Game over.
Yep.
Paige wins. She's not going to eat a loss for a little while.
Probably
I
not
think.
till WrestleMania
Yeah, I think so.
when she loses to
I
Asuka.
didn't see. I didn't notice. Did Alexa slink away this time?
Yes.
she did. I
During
love
the
that.
Absolution beatdown at the end.
Okay.
They didn't show it, but Michael Cole said, and Michael Cole was giving Alexa crap the whole time about high talent out last week.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
No, and then she was like, Booker, you know what I did, right? He's like, oh yeah, you got to call your shots. Or not call your shots. You got to pick your battles, something like that. I love Booker.
The
T.
character work from commentary is great.
I don't know. Look, man, I know a lot of. I've seen a lot of comments talking crap about Booker T. That's fine. To each their own. I think he's a national treasure.
He's fantastic.
He's Elvis icon.
Yeah.
He's up there. Not a Ric Flair, not pop culture icon. Booker T.
Yes.
And Stevie Ray, both pop culture icons.
Well, I think I
It's
wonder.
Harlem Heat, Michael Jackson, Elvis Presley, and Marilyn Monroe.
I wonder if some people just prefer commentary that calls the action in the ring, and the interplay between Corey Graves, Michael Cole, and Booker T is so good.
Yeah.
It's like they've completely transformed what commentary is. Their characters just as involved in the action as the wrestlers are.
Oh,
and
yeah.
because they have the right group of people, for me, it works.
Me too.
It's all about character.
And
now.
I totally get that it's not everybody's cup of tea. That's
Yeah.
totally fine. To each their own. I personally love it. I think it's akin to what we were talking about, how great it would be to see AJ and Brock on the couch together up on the top of the ramp for the Rumble.
Yeah.
Calling the match or just talking.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they just get into their own conversations and it's great.
Yeah, I know.
Anyways, then we had, this, I don't know. So usually I'm not a huge fan of like backstage dialogue stuff because I think it's overwritten and crap.
Yeah.
But Kurt Angle and Elias shows up and there was just a really good back and forth with them.
Well, I think the performance was really good. The flow was natural.
The dialogue was good.
Yeah.
The dialogue was good. Elias said something, virtue doesn't make a man, sometimes the virtuous fall. I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
And then Kurt Angle said, isn't that Shakespeare? And then Elias, I forget what Elias said, but it was just a really, really well done bit of dialogue.
Then Elias called Jason Jordan Kurt Angle's bastard.
Oh, and then he called him his bastard. That was so good. That was a really, really well written segment. So whoever actually wrote that, hats off to you.
Yeah.
And the bottom line is Elias wanted another shot at Reigns. I forget what was the resolution of that. Oh, he said, I want competition. He said, so tonight I'm just going to sing a song.
Yeah. And Kurt says, well, hold on a second. I'll find you some competition.
Okay, that's what the resolution. Okay, that's fine.
Next, we had Enzo backstage talking to Daivari, Tony Nese, Gulak, and Noam Dar.
Yeah.
Kind of giving a pep talk because Nese and Gulak were in the Fatal 4-Way tonight. And he was pretty much saying, hey, one of you two need to do what Daivari and Dar couldn't do.
Yeah.
Win, seize an opportunity.
Right.
But of course, it took him like 4 minutes to do it.
Yeah, it took him forever. There was also an interesting bit. I'll mention it now. So Gulak ended up going over in a fantastic.
Oh, it was great.
Fantastic match. We'll talk about the Nia Jax thing in a second. But there was a video on WWE.com, I guess, where Gulak went up to Enzo in the locker room and was like, hey, I did it. I won. And Enzo was like, okay, yeah, whatever. Good job. And Gulak's like, where are you going? He was like, they need me on this international tour. He said, so you're holding the fort down, okay? And Gulak seemed to take great pride in doing that.
Oh, yeah, he's in charge of 205 Live.
He's in charge of 205 Live this week.
Yeah.
Okay. So then everybody leaves. Enzo turns around. Nia Jax is standing there with a weird, creepy smile on her face.
And then she just says, how you doing?
How you doing? I think they're going to write Enzo off of 205 Live.
Oh, could be.
I think they want to keep him on Raw because he pops ratings.
Yeah.
He can't wrestle, so there's no reason for him to stick around 205 Live past losing the title. And I think he might end up being Nia Jax's manager. I don't think they're going to do the romantic thing that this seemed to be setting up.
Yeah.
I would really doubt that they're going to turn Nia Jax from a monster into somebody who would get involved in a storyline with Enzo in a romantic way.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to me.
No, it doesn't make sense.
But I could see her possibly saying,
because it doesn't make sense, it makes it more likely that WWE will do it.
I mean, look, man, I'm trying to find some silver
no,
lining.
I prefer
and
your
some,
scenario.
some possibilities.
But I don't see what justification they would have to write Enzo off if he is helping 205 Live perform better.
Well,
on the network.
It hasn't been in the top 10
Oh.
over the past couple weeks. So I don't know that maybe his presence there was maybe a flash in the pan for the show. And maybe they're thinking, well, if we want to do this live tour thing.
Maybe it was actually Kalisto who was popping the ratings.
Yeah, I don't remember if I said that as a joke or if I was actually serious about that. I don't know.
We don't have. I mean, all we have is the timeline of that storyline.
Yeah, I know.
That up to the ratings.
I know.
And even that is kind of just circumstantial. It's not conclusive proof of anything.
I wonder if so they sent that survey thing out.
Yeah.
Maybe they got some good feedback from that, and maybe they decided to take this on like in a more wrestling. They've got some. They're really hitting a great stride right now, especially with Drew Gulak, who I honestly think is going to turn face and win this title.
Oh, could be. That's
my new theory on this. Because that PowerPoint presentation thing, people seem to love.
Yeah.
It's getting over.
Yeah.
He is absolutely next to Enzo. He's the best talker.
Oh yeah.
Of them all.
Yeah.
And I mean, dude, you can put the belt on him and see what you can do. Bring in Hideo Itami, perhaps. You know, well, they're doing that for sure.
Yeah.
But I wonder if Nia Jax might approach Enzo and say, "Look, don't get any ideas. For some reason, I've come up short winning that women's title. I always seem to be on the outside. You're a guy who can get things done. I want you to manage me." That keeps him on Raw in a kind of position that he was in with Cass, but not a tag team.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like the idea of her having a dude as a manager.
That'd be fine.
That'd be kind of interesting.
Yeah.
She's not really good at reading dialogue.
I know, it's so strange where she's like, her trash talk in ring is really good.
And then like the few things I've seen with her, like when she's just being natural on Total Divas.
She's good.
She's good.
Yeah.
I know. She's got all the personality in the
some
world.
people just have problems with written dialogue.
Oh yeah, we got to do that thing. I'm going to write some dialogue for you.
All right.
Hey, did you find what pay-per-view you're going to quiz me on today?
Oh, no, I got to do that.
I mean, it takes 2 seconds.
Yeah.
You just look up a pay-per-view.
All right.
Anyways.
I'll think about it.
Yeah, so that led to this fatal four-way. I mean, good Lord, man. Could you imagine? I'm really, really curious to see how fresh live crowds on this tour.
Oh, react to these 205 live
and if they're able to capture that on video and use that as the show.
Oh, that'd be the way to go. Occasional appearances by Raw stars.
Yeah.
This needs buzz. It doesn't have any buzz whatsoever.
But I think it's with like guys like Drew Gulak, I think it's maybe getting there.
Yeah.
Maybe getting there. I think they've got a seed.
I mean, the
right
crowd reacted incredibly strong to this match.
The crowd reacted stronger to this fatal four-way than they've reacted to any other 205 live match.
Yeah.
And a lot of that had to do with Mustafa Ali and Cedric Alexander because they were taking out all their frustrations with each other.
Yeah.
And there were 2 Spanish fly spots that were freaking
the top rope
amazing.
one was insane.
The top rope, the springboard was great.
Yeah.
That was absolutely insane. And that had the crowd going crazy.
Yeah.
That was fantastic. All sorts of great stuff. This was, Tony Nese, Drew Gulak, Mustafa Ali, and Cedric Alexander. Again, Cedric Alexander hitting a couple lumbar checks. First, he hit one on. I thought it hit one on Tony Nese, and he ended up rolling out.
Yeah.
And it was great because he was rolling out, and Cedric was like trying to
I
grab
know,
onto him,
I know.
and it didn't work.
And then he hits one of Mustafa Ali, and Mustafa Ali looked like he almost landed on his head.
Yeah.
And then Gulak hits Cedric with a knee, sends him rolling out of the ring, and he covers Ali and gets the pin. Great stuff.
Yeah, no, this was absolutely fantastic.
And afterwards, Gulak gets on the mic.
Yeah.
I think it's Charlie asked, hey, you're aligned with Enzo. Is this going to be a problem?
Yeah.
And he says, well, I'll tell you how things are going to go with my PowerPoint presentation.
Which never happened. They just moved on to the next segment.
Yeah, Elias came out.
Anyways, Elias came out. He decided to sing a song. He started to, and then he was interrupted by
Braun. It's the competition that Kurt Angle found for him.
Yeah, that was messed up for Kurt Angle to do that.
Stiff competition.
Pretty rude of Kurt Angle to do that.
Exceptionally rude.
Anyways, Braun comes down. He, what are you doing? You're acting like me over there.
No, I'm looking for what I'm gonna do for the thing.
Do it during questions.
No, I already got it. Don't worry about it.
Okay, all right. Anyways, Braun comes down. And Braun is such a horror movie nightmare.
Oh, I know.
Because you try to run away from him, and there's that great segment where he like threw Elias there on the outside. He threw Elias. Number one, Elias runs out of there, and then he decides to come back and try to attack him from behind, and that doesn't work. Braun throws him out of the ring. He gets down. Elias gets the guitar. He kills Braun on the back with it, and it does nothing.
Braun no-sells it completely.
Elias looks down at his guitar, looks at Braun.
Ref calls for the bells. DQ win for Braun.
Right. Elias tries to run through the ring, he gets into the ring to run out the other side, and Braun chases him down.
He sprints all the way around and intercepts him.
And even in horror movie fashion, Elias tripped a couple times in the ring trying to get out.
Yeah, it was well done.
Which allowed the monster to catch up with him.
It was good.
It was fantastic.
Gets him back in the ring, power slams him, throws the ring steps in the ring. About to power slam again. Kane's music hits, but it's just on the Titantron. He says, Braun, you know what it's like to be a monster among men.
I can't do Braun.
I can't do Kane.
Hey, Braun.
No.
Hey, Braun.
No.
It's next week, you and I, man.
He says,
I'm going to take you down.
You know what it's like to be a monster among men, but you know what it's like to be a monster among monsters. Next week, Braun versus Kane.
Yeah.
Blow off, I'm going to assume.
I don't know if it's going to have any special stipulations.
Should be last man standing.
Stipulations.
That's what it should be.
Next up was the Shield backstage.
Goofy Shield.
Yeah, Goofy Shield. Dean was having like a Vision Quest thing.
Well, he was saying like, wait, we got a title match tonight?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Zing. Hey-oh. Hey-oh. Wow, crazy stuff.
Funny. And like Seth was trying to fake laugh.
They're all nerds, man.
They are. There's this version of the Shield is a super nerdy Shield.
The Nostalgia Act is a nerdy Shield.
It kind of is, yeah.
It is. I wonder if we're going to find out who the masked attacker for Roman Reigns was.
I want to ask you something here. Does it bother you? Because they're all members of the Shield. And when they come out for Shield matches, all three of them, they're in full Shield gear.
Yeah,
but when they come out, individually, they're not Shield. They wear the shirt, but they come out in their individual gear. Does that bother you?
No, not at all.
It really bothers me.
Really? Why is that?
I feel like they should, if they're the Shield, they should be all Shield all the time. Because back in the original Shield days, when one of them had a match, they'd all come down together and they'd all go through the crowd and they'd all be in Shield gear.
Yeah.
If you're Shield, be Shield.
Well, it kind of reminds me of, it always kind of bugged me. I see what you're saying. It always kind of bugged me when Shawn Michaels was DX, and I didn't really know what the precedent was for him coming out to HBK music or DX music.
Oh, it should be, if he's a member of DX, it should be DX.
Right, but you know, because DX would have tag matches.
Yeah.
Then it's like come out to DX. But then if it's just him, shouldn't he be coming out to just him music?
No, if he's a member, I mean, like, apart from Hogan was the exception. Didn't everybody else in NWO come out to NWO music?
Yeah.
That's how it should be.
If you're in a faction, come out to faction music. Yeah.
That's just how, well, you know, that's how I
Yeah,
feel.
but I mean, I see what you're saying, but I'm trying to think. Okay, so
or at least this. Okay, you're gonna wear your individual gear.
Yeah.
It still bugs me at this point that Rollins and Ambrose have separate entrances when they're a tag team.
They haven't. Yeah, that's something they botched. They didn't figure that one out. But okay, well, you tell me what would be better then?
Then have them come out as Shield.
But what if Roman's not there? They're just coming out to Roman's music.
That's fine. No, because it has the call letters beforehand. So
yeah, I
Shield
know.
music.
But after the call letters, this is Roman's music.
Well, that was a botch on WWE's part. When they broke them up.
You're exactly right. That was a botch on WWE's part when they broke them up. You're exactly right.
But anyways, because in the olden days when the original Shield was around, that's what they would do.
Yeah.
They'd come in through the crowd to that music, and Seth would do his flip over the barricade.
But here's
and all
the
that
thing,
stuff.
man. They got to sell their merch. Rollins has his own shirts he wants to sell. Ambrose has his own shirts he wants to sell.
But they're just wearing Shield merch.
No, sometimes Rollins wears his shirt.
But last night he wasn't.
They've all established themselves.
You noticed last night the Burn It Down was back?
Yeah, I know. It was a file mix up.
It was a botch.
I think it was Alex C.
It was a playlist botch.
Who said the file names are probably similar.
Yeah. It probably is just a difference between V1 and V2.
Right, exactly. And like the little window was too closed in.
And
So
you
they
know,
didn't
so
see.
it was like, oh, yeah, this is a coin flip here.
Exactly.
And then there's no Burn It Down, and Vince probably
Well, no,
glared
he
at
chose
whoever.
the second one because he thought it was V2, but it wasn't arranged by name.
It was by last played.
By last played or date.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, last played, exactly.
So V2 was actually the one on top.
Correct.
All right, next match, Asuka versus Alicia Fox.
Asuka.
Asuka had a little promo before the match, a little picture-in-picture.
Oh, I loved it. I love that she's still wearing the captain's hat.
Oh, it's great.
She says, look at me. I'm the captain. Anyways, yeah, no, I love Alicia Fox. I think she's great.
Oh, she's fantastic.
She's so cartoonish. Anyway, she went in there and got her ass whooped by Asuka.
Yeah, she got some offense in,
She
though.
got some in, more than Dana Brooke last week.
Oh, yes. Okay, yeah, Dana Brooke got 0.
She got 0. It was great.
None.
Dude, I can watch that as a GIF
Endlessly.
Her just like spinning around and them doing like a twist.
It's interesting that they seemed, granted, it's a small sample size, only the last 2 weeks, but the Asuka lock is not a finisher anymore. They're just doing the cross arm breaker.
Yeah, I know, but I loved it. It looked great.
Oh, it's more dynamic.
Yeah, it is. It looks fantastic.
It come out of nowhere. It's awesome.
Yeah.
So after the match, Absolution comes out, surrounds the ring. Asuka leaves. Because, I guess Absolution's just afraid to attack Asuka at this point.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like they've got some sort of plan for her, and Asuka looks really disappointed because Asuka just wants to kill everybody.
She wants to fight.
And I love it. It's great. She's able to, perform all that stuff just on her face, no words.
Yeah.
Just, all right, you guys don't want a piece of this? I'm out of
And
here.
she laughs it off and leaves.
Yeah, exactly. It's pretty great.
Paige picks up the mic, drops a promo, and says, Alicia Fox, you're my best friend. I love you.
Oh, I loved this.
I'm not going to hurt you.
Yeah.
But Mandy and Sonya don't exactly feel the same way.
Yeah.
And they
loved
come
it.
in and then beat the heck out of Alicia Fox.
Paige is so good as this, heel person who's just like, oh, I love it. I think, and she's so good on the mic. She's like a freaking movie villain, dude.
Yeah.
She's like a movie villain. It's great.
Next, we had Finn Balor versus Bo Dallas. I want to ask you something.
Okay.
Finn Balor was doing a lot of smiling last night.
Oh, yeah.
And it seemed genuine, like he was really happy about something.
Yeah.
What could that be?
He just found out that he's going to face Brock Lesnar. No, how about this?
That's what I thought,
dude,
too.
he got on twitch.tv/Stephen Larson and watched Stephen Larson book her Raw.
Oh, there you go.
And he saw how the Demon Balor
beat.
Yeah.
The beat. Oh.
Dude, come on, man.
Sorry.
You're spoiling it.
Sorry, check it out next Monday.
Check it out next Monday on YouTube, or you can check it out right now on Twitch.
Yeah.
We got a skit on there, too. No, he did seem really happy. He had super win face, but it did seem to be a bit more than that. It's kind of bugged me, though, because he has a new jacket with no collar.
Yeah.
And his entire thing is popping his collar.
He still does this.
Dude, you can't.
No, he still... He
oh, cut. Dude, you don't do this with the lapel.
No, there's a little bit of a collar.
No, dude, it was like...
It's about that.
It was this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You can't pop this.
You
can't pop this.
He still does this to that one side of the crowd.
Yeah, that's cool, but nothing is as cool as this. And he popped the lapel, and it just falls back down. Remember Adam Cole's leather jacket?
Yeah.
It was terrible. It was all floppy and dumb.
It was like a sports coat.
Yeah, I know. It was horrible. That's not cool. And I kind of feel like Finn was close to that.
No.
Popping the collar. When you've got a collar that looks like this, it's cool.
The pop in the collar is too much of a Fonz thing for me, honestly.
The Fonz was like the ultimate and cool.
Yeah, I know, but that
was
also
the Fonz
in the 1950s.
When's that on the icon list? The 50s were cool. Like, I mean, come on. Not like in real life. 50s were terrible.
Yeah.
But in pop culture, things were pretty cool. Come on, man. Brando.
I like when he does this.
James Dean.
Because it reminds me of Emperor Palpatine shooting lightning.
That's maybe the least cool thing you've ever said. That's horribly uncool. He's not cool if he reminds me of Emperor Palpatine.
No, it's just
nerd.
his hand like this. When I see anybody with their hands out like this, I think, oh, he's going to shoot hand lightning. And hand lightning is cool.
Okay, if he shot hand lightning, it'd be kind of cool.
It'd be awesome.
It'd be also kind of nerdy, though, right? Anyways. He fought Bo Dallas, who came out to the Miz's music. Guess who won this match?
Not Bo Dallas.
No, not Bo Dallas. The battle of two former NXT stars.
Exactly.
Finn Balor came out on top.
Yes, Finn won with a coup de grace or coup de grace. They change the name of it every week.
Oh, did Corey say something different this time?
No, it's Michael Cole. Michael Cole says coup de grace.
Yeah.
And Corey Graves says coup de grace. And I think the latter is correct because coup de grace would be G-R-A-S.
S, yeah.
Whereas it's not spelled that way. It's spelled like grace.
Is
coup de grace is spelled like that.
Is this spelling of it actually like a word in French?
Yeah, it's grace.
It is grace.
I believe so.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I don't tell you. Next up, we had the debut of yes, wonderful Woken Matt Hardy.
Yeah, coup de grace.
There you go. And so it was Bray Wyatt. It started off with a Bray Wyatt promo, and he was talking about.
Probably can be either.
Yeah, that's what I've heard too. Could be either.
So everybody's right.
Yeah, everybody's right. Everybody wins, baby. It's a dusty finish of pronunciations. Bray Wyatt came out and he's talking about Matt Hardy. He's like, oh man, I know who Matt Hardy is, man.
Honestly, I wasn't paying any attention to a word that Bray was saying through this entire thing.
Me neither.
Because I was so tickled by Woken Matt Hardy.
I was like tickled by how tickled Matt Hardy is.
Yeah, they seem like he have a huge weight off his shoulders. He can finally have fun at his job.
He finally is out of nostalgia act territory.
Yeah, and you can tell that he's actually enjoying himself.
So it was a bunch of the broken Matt stuff, and he said, I've been woken, the celestial being, all that crap. It was great. And they'd go back and forth, and Bray Wyatt was down in the bowels of the arena, as he always is.
And they do like a glitchy transition.
Yeah, and then Matt Hardy, a cheesy, glitchy transition.
Looked like he was in some sort of heavenly domain.
Right, but it was like completely like normally lit.
Yeah,
not like color timed or anything.
No.
But you're right, he was having a good time. I mean, if I had any qualms with it, which I don't, because I think it was great. I thought, you know what? We finally get this. He's happy. Everybody's marking out right now. This is great. I think it's going to lead to amazing things because it was a big platform for him.
Yes, and the crowd popped huge.
The crowd popped huge.
Whole thing.
And I think they actually got the content of it right.
Yeah.
Because they did a thing at the end where they did kind of a laugh off. Where Bray was laughing, and then it cuts to Matt laughing, and then Bray laughing, and then Matt laughing, and they took it one segment of Matt laughing too far, which made it perfect.
Yes.
Because at that point, the crowd cracked up at how goofy Matt's laughing ended up being.
Yes.
It was perfectly produced. Yes, it could have been on a GoPro or drone or whatever whatever he filmed that stuff with before.
Give it time.
And I think they're going to do this.
Yes.
This is the perfect way to start it.
If they build this feud up, for them to have their match at the Rumble,
this is something they can
give it time,
dude. This is something they can do. Doesn't need titles. Just send a camera crew out to wherever they need to send it to. Have this entire damn feud take place in filmed segments.
Yes,
and people will eat it up. And by the time they show up at the Royal Rumble to have their match, this is going to be one of the hottest matches on the card.
Agreed.
Absolutely. Because they'll never come face-to-face in front of a live crowd.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know if you noticed this, but I felt like, especially the beginning of Bray's promo, like he just wasn't into it, man.
Yeah, I know. I know.
His eyes showed zero passion.
I know. I wonder. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know if he's into this. He should be.
Oh yeah, I know. It's an opportunity for him to do some good character work and hopefully bring some life back to his character. Which is
this. I mean, the crowd.
Win or lose.
Yeah, I know. The crowd will eat this up if they do this right. Even if they do it half-assed and wrong, if it's pre-filmed stuff, that's the joy of the broken stuff. It's a lot of crap where him and Jeremy Borash were probably like, oh, there's that old boat over there. Let's just go make fun of that.
Yeah.
So it's not like there's any grand scheme. It's not like they sat around. Oh yeah, and then he has a boat. No, man, I guarantee they're just out there clowning around and came up with a bunch of crap. Give me they can do this wrong and still get it right.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's WWE. They'll probably get it wrong.
Yeah.
Anyways. Next up, we had a fantastic match. The Shield versus Thebar. I thought for sure Shield were going to just pick up these
same here.
titles, but once again, Thebar proved me wrong.
Yeah, the finish, or at least the finish the first time, saw Seth hit his cool knee on Cesaro. I'm going to keep calling it that until they name it something else. But even then, I'll probably just still call it that cool knee.
What do you call that cool knee?
That cool knee. That's what he called it this week. Said to Sam Roberts, it was called to him. Sheamus breaks up the pin, but rather just going back to his corner, he proceeds to just beat the heck out of Seth.
Right.
The ref protests. Sheamus ignores it, gets DQ'd. Kurt Angle comes out, restarts the match. It looks like the Shield is going to win. Samoa Joe comes down to the ring, starts attacking the Shield because it's no DQ.
Yeah.
Now that Kurt Angle restarted it, ref can't do anything. Reigns is in the back watching.
That's a great... And
it takes him a while to make his way out to the ring to break things up. By the time he gets out there, chases Joe off. Cesaro can pick up the pin on Ambrose after Sheamus hit him with a brogue kick.
Right. I like this a lot. I thought it was great. I think a lot of people thought when Kurt Angle comes down, says we're restarting the match. And then, of course, when the camera stopped rolling, they end up giving like a triple powerbomb to like everybody.
They powerbombed Sheamus through the table.
Yeah, something. Yeah. So that was great. So the crowd got what they wanted. But
within the next 2 weeks, we're going to get the Shield versus Thebar and Samoa Joe. In the
right,
event.
yeah.
And maybe,
probably next week, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know if they'll wait till the Rumble. It's a long ways off to actually have the Shield win the belts again, but who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a good way to keep the Shield out of the Rumble, just two more guys that can, or it opens up two more spots.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, do you think so? All the reports about Roman Reigns losing the IC title, could it be to Joe with the help of Thebar?
Could be.
I mean, it could be. I'll be really surprised if we see a Roman Reigns pin before WrestleMania.
I'd be too. And I like we said in Count last week, I still think the most logical, believable, and best choice would be have Braun beat him for it.
Yeah,
but I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't think. Yeah, I think the thing that makes the most sense is to have him go walk into WrestleMania with it, because
I meant in terms of anybody beating him. The most logical choice is
because
Braun.
he even said last night, this is the belt to have. The IC title.
Yeah. And
if he keeps on referring to it that way and we keep on seeing not a lot of the Universal title, then that belt will be elevated by the time he goes into WrestleMania with it.
You want to open some mail?
Yeah, let's open some mail. We got some great mail here. First off, this, by the way, is from JT Hosak.
Oh, cool.
He did it via, was it Custom Ink?
Yeah.
Yeah, via Custom Ink. But it's a shirt for you.
Oh, cool.
You guys can send us crap too. P.O. Box 1814, Orangevale, California 95662.
Says nostalgia is a hell of a drug.
Yeah, man. Look at that. It's an old school wrestler on it.
And Larson. Nostalgia is a hell of a drug. Thank you very much, JT Hosak.
So this comes from... That is fantastic.
That's awesome.
This comes from Kevin F. Here, you get to open up That Wrestling Club. I love these.
Yeah, these are great.
So what is it? Thatwrestlingclub.com? Is that what it is?
Correct.
These are fantastic crates. They keep on sending us these, and I love them all the time.
Great.
Anyway, this is from Kevin F. Well, we got little Seth, the architect himself.
Cool.
Seth Rollins figure my child will probably play with. Yeah, even when I put it up there, it just takes them all down. I put them back up. What is this? Ooh, looks like we got a wrestling magazine here. Hold on, don't give us that one yet.
I shall not.
Look at this. Wrestling Superstars.
Oh, I see Barry Windham on there.
Oh, man. Can I order all this stuff?
I want all that Pro Wrestling Illustrated stuff.
Pete Lizard. Oh, look, it's all black and white. Oh, look at Bruiser
Brody. Harley Race.
Great. Oh, look at that.
Flair.
Oh,
Magnum TA.
That's great.
Stan Hansen.
Stan Hansen. Look at these back issues you can order. Probably not. Oh, look at Jesse the Body Ventura. Look at that, man. All stuff for our new office set, Larson.
Perfect.
There's some more stuff in here. Oh, man. Look at this guy. Talk about icons.
Oh, there you go.
The Rock. Look at that guy. That's fantastic. Little frame falling apart there. Another framed. Oh, wait, another wrestling magazine. What are you stuck on? Gee willikers.
My goodness.
I know. Oh, man. Oh, my gosh. Bunch of cards in here.
Oh, my goodness. We got new cards.
Oh, are these stickers? No, are these? No, these aren't stickers.
They look like they could be.
I know. They look like it could be. Look at all these. A bunch of wrestling cards. And
Awesome. We got new prizes.
Look at that. Oh, some NXT ones. Look at Psycho Killer. That's cool. Let's see if I can get these guys. Oh, here we go.
Maybe. There you go.
Here we go. More wrestling stuff. Look at that.
Oh, hell yeah.
You got a picture of the rattlesnake. It's all stuck on there. Oh, hell yeah.
Another
And then
wrestling
another
magazine. Wrestling
issue,
Superstars.
Wrestling Superstars.
That's awesome.
That's fantastic.
More cards?
Yeah, more cards. So these will be prizes for people. Oh, look at that, Mandy Rose. Total Divas. John Cena. There we go. There's Charlie Caruso. Referee Ryan Tran. A crying Mandy Rose. Oh, she got blown off by Eva Marie.
Oh, no.
Wow. Anyways, what do we get from
stuff.
that wrestling crate?
First up.
Club.
Al Snow.
Whoa, look at that. That's fantastic. Look at that guy.
Button that says, if Cena wins, we riot.
Ooh.
From,
controversial.
I guess that would probably be, is that supposed to be from the ECW?
Yeah, yeah.
An autographed Sandman and Sabu.
Oh, look at that.
Some ECW originals.
Some ECW originals right there.
What is this? Oh, look at this. Like a copy of the script from ECW One Night Stand 2006.
Whoa, that's cool.
That's super cool.
Oh my God, that's cool.
Oh, you'll like this, Steve. The franchise.
Whoa, that is so cool.
It's a large, though.
Oh, I'll fit into that. I don't care. It looks like a big large.
Yeah, it does. One of Steve's favorites, the
Like,
franchise.
nothing else, it'll be a motivational shirt.
I'm going to check this out.
That's super cool.
Oh, this is incredible.
I know, right? What the heck? Then we got one more thing from Kevin F. All sorts of great stuff from Kevin F today. It's all taped up. You have your keys on you?
I do.
Can you open this, please?
Man, I want to take a good look at that.
There's a...
You got it?
We can now write wrestling scripts.
I guess so. This
because
is,
we have what one looks like.
This is the format, I guess.
It's taking forever. So much tape on this. Let's see here. It's a signed Apollo Crews. I'll take this out later. But it's a signed Apollo Crews picture.
Oh, cool.
I'll put it up right here. You guys will see it on the set eventually.
That's awesome.
Hey, Stephen Larson, still liking your guys' content. Don't change a thing. Sorry for giving you more cards. Also, the signed Apollo pick is from the swag bag I got at the first house show in Arlington, Texas at UTA. Figured you guys could use it for the set. Sucks the Funko Pop Ric Flair I sent back in March disappeared. It's right. It's on our new set.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you got a replacement from another friendo. Oh, did we get two of those?
Oh, you must have.
I don't know. There's like a Kevin Owens down there. Man, I got a kid. She comes in here all the time and takes stuff. So, but we appreciate it very much.
Yes.
All right.
This is really neat.
Ready to do questions?
Yeah.
All right. All this stuff.
I know. Whoa, what was that?
That was just a pen or something.
Okay. All right, Nemo, the Universal Kidney Punching Champion. Do you think Paige named her faction after her favorite mixed cocktail?
Absolute
vodka.
Absolute
what other
vodka.
mixed drinks do you think would make a good faction name?
Oh man, what a great question.
Faction name. Screwdriver.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
Rusty Nail.
Rusty Nail. Yeah. What's the one that's
old fashioned?
Yeah, I really like old fashioned actually. What's the one that's like half Guinness, half? Oh, man, what is it?
Oh, black and tan.
Yeah, black and tan. That'd be a good one.
Trying to think what else. Oh, there's so many drinks out there.
That's great.
Next, Tokyo Dome Hayes. Who's Woken Matt Hardy's WrestleMania opponent? I think they'll take this thing with Bray all the way out to WrestleMania.
Wait, what's that?
Who is Woken Matt Hardy's WrestleMania opponent?
If they're smart, they take this thing all the way to WrestleMania. Because that, I mean, dude, come on, there's a lot to be mined with both these characters. Bring the Bludgeon Brothers in.
Yeah. Dylan Scribner with Le'Veon Bell's WWE-inspired touchdown celebration. How would you guys celebrate scoring a touchdown? Did you see that? He pinned somebody after scoring a touchdown.
I saw Gronk throwing an elbow down on a guy.
Oh, yeah, he concussed that guy.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he got suspended in the game.
He should be suspended longer than that. Man.
Probably should have
brain damage.
How would we celebrate a touchdown?
You know, man, it's always very satisfying for me when I just see a guy run in the end zone and just sort of flip the ball and just you're done with it. You did your job. You did your job. No extra celebration.
You know what I'd do? We'd have a player or players simulate a table, and me and someone else would act like we're recording a podcast. That's how I'd celebrate my touchdown.
Oh, that's a good one. I would do this. I would have a live sex show with football.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that'll get you fined.
I wouldn't actually.
Maybe suspend.
Wouldn't actually.
No, just
have
the mere insinuation that you are fornicating with the football.
Dry humping the football
is enough to garner a suspension.
It's a bit much. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. Moscow Mule.
Oh, Long Island Iced
Oh,
Tea.
Tequila Sunrise. That's a great name for
about Cosmopolitan.
God, that's a great name right there. Let's see here. Gin and tonic. Let's see here.
Zombie.
Hurricane. I've already seen a hurricane. Sidecar.
Oh yeah.
Coming to the ring right now. Sidecar. Sea breeze. Dark and stormy.
Oh, that's good.
There you go. Blue Lagoon. French 75. That sounds like one.
It sounds like Apollo 55.
Yeah, that's right.
Prince Devitt and Taguchi tag team. Kevin Mack, thoughts on how WWE should book Rebby's debut?
Return of the Mack.
And for that matter, how should Brother Nero's debut go?
All in filmed stuff, man. Yeah.
Have Rebby at the house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just go back to the house, man.
Got to have Brother Nero working on his lawn. Oh, no. Yeah, working on his lawn.
Itchweed, yeah.
Yeah, Itchweed, yeah. Bring back Itchweed.
Bring back Itchweed.
Itchweed.
Fez Logic, is Nia Jax having that interesting interaction with Enzo bad writing or a form of punishment? I would really doubt they're punishing her.
Yeah.
I would think that, given what we've heard with her and having some leverage because of The Rock, I don't think it's going to be a punishment thing.
Deontay Soigné, I feel like Joe has established himself as top heel on Raw.
Well, he's facing off against the top face. So
yeah. He's everything a badass heel should be. Agreed. Should he be that hubris that obliterates to all the top guys, become the next monster heel to be champ? I'd love for him to win the title.
I would love him to be champ too. So yes.
Yes. We are huge Samoa Joe fans, both of us.
Dan Boss, is this stable war type thing going to play out better or worse in your opinion than when Sasha, Becky, and Charlotte got called up and everyone had a stable? Already it's better.
Yeah.
Because they really kind of messed that one up pretty bad.
Yeah. Ray Byatt, power rank, top 5 finishers on Raw. He says Cedric Alexander's lumbar check is by far the best. Yeah, number 1.
I love
lumbar
the lumbar check,
especially when it's sold well.
That's your number 1, really?
Lumbar check is great.
I love the lumbar check. I'm just not sure if it's number 1.
What's better?
The bronze power slam.
It's more destructive, but I think it looks
bronze,
like the lumbar check looks cooler.
Bronze
soft cradle to the mat.
Soft cradle to the mat. I love it.
I mean, F5 is a cool move. That cool knee.
Yeah, I hate that. That's like my least favorite. Maybe you're right. Maybe a lumbar check is number
If they
one.
let Joe do the muscle buster, that'd be up.
No, that's dangerous.
Muscle buster is a cool looking move.
Hey, did you see the dude on was it Steelers? Who?
That back injury.
I didn't see the injury
I watched it this
itself.
morning.
Looked pretty bad.
No, it just
really?
looks like a tackle. He dropped.
He puts his head down. Yeah,
I think he had.
I think they said there's some movement in his lower extremities.
Yeah, he had feeling in his legs, but yeah, when it happens, he lands just
Right.
down and manages to roll himself over and grabs his lower back and immediately calls the trainers out.
Oh my god!
Because he couldn't feel his legs.
Yeah,
Looked like you jammed his head into someone's hip or thigh.
Yeah,
And probably just compressed his spine. I've read that there was some swelling or bruising of his spinal column.
that sucks.
I heard that game last night was just pretty rough in general. A lot
Yeah.
of rough hits and stuff.
CM Punk finds it insulting. I always hear that part of the reason I hate Roman is because he's a chosen one, and yet Braun Strowman is also a chosen one, and he's arguably the most over guy in the WWE right now. Charlotte is another chosen one that the hardcores love as well. So why do people use the chosen one excuse for not like a Roman almost exclusively for him? I think because Braun has had wins and losses. And Roman, there seems to be a very specific path laid out for him. Whereas with Braun, there doesn't seem to be.
Well, also, yeah, it feels like Braun, they've, for the most part, taken their time.
Yeah.
He's on year 2 of his solo push.
Yeah.
And he's had one match for a title.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Whereas I feel like in the first year, within 6 months of the Shield breaking up, Roman won the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
And he was going to go on to face Lesnar at WrestleMania.
And I like Charlotte because she comes off as the best wrestler in the women's division. Like, she exudes that.
Yeah.
And I've never felt that Roman's really done that.
No.
So.
He seems like right now he's hitting a pretty decent stride. He feels more comfortable on the mic. I think this Intercontinental Open Challenge will give him a showcase to show off his wrestling ability. So I'm hopeful that, we want the best for everybody. We want to see Roman Reigns succeed. We don't dislike the guy.
No, and it's never been about that.
No.
It's been about, is he the most interesting guy to watch?
Yes.
And for me personally, he's never been that.
No, he might not ever be. But
Yeah.
if he can be a really good worker, be decent enough on the mic to be at least occasionally captivating,
I think it's, to me,
he'll be successful.
It makes it interesting for him in terms of who he's fighting. For example, I really liked the build-up for him versus Cena because they were doing some stuff that was, meta or breaking the fourth wall or however you want to call it. It was very referential to the business aspect of things. I thought it was interesting. I thought they hadn't really done that before to that degree.
Yeah.
The match he had with Jason Jordan last night, that wasn't all Jason Jordan. Roman Reigns can put on a really good match.
He can.
When he's got somebody in there with him to put a really good match on with him. So, so I don't know. I mean, there are nights that I like Roman. There are nights that I don't like Roman. I think if he sticks around long enough and they just get done with this WrestleMania thing, I'll be more apt to be, okay, well, let's see what else he can do now that he's, once they don't have a plan, I'm kind of interested to see what they do with him.
Yes.
I guess that's my thing.
Yeah, once they kind of get through all this thing. Fat bastard champ Alex Foster. Wrong answers only. Who should be part of the Woken universe? He says Titus Brand.
Oh my God, that'd be weird. I like the idea because it's so off the wall.
Yeah.
Like it's so, I would not have thought that as like my first option. Rich Swann.
Yeah.
Because he's kind of an oddball. I want to see him do more of that invisible driving, but on the Hardy compound.
Yes. But he'd be like the rider mower that Matt Hardy was on during the final deletion.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are good answers.
All good answers. Oh, here we go. Mike Big Dog Demopoulos. Would you be excited to see House of Horrors Part 2 with Bray versus Woken Matt? Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
All of that.
Jose GGR. What is the best WWE thing? Drew Gulak's PowerPoint presentation, Daniel Bryan having fun, or Corey, Booker, and Cole talking about Elias? That's one thing I like about the Elias stuff with the commentary team. Michael Cole always finds a way to get a Springsteen reference in every week.
I know.
And it's pretty impressive.
It's really good. Oh, that's my favorite. That's my favorite stuff. Because you even know, like, so right before Elias came out last night, I think the commentary announced that he was going to be coming out, and you could already see the tickled look on Booker and Cole's face.
Yeah.
That they got to now do the Elias stuff
with
Corey Graves. Because Corey Graves had to act like he was annoyed.
Yeah.
But you just know they're all going to have a good time with it.
Yes.
Sandra, I left to buy my pre-sale tickets for Smack. She was at Raw.
Yeah.
She says I left.
She posted her tickets on a.
She had good tickets.
She had really good seats. She's first row.
She was on TV. I left to buy my pre-sale tickets for SmackDown during the Shield versus Thebar match, thinking that the Shield was going over. Once I came back, I was actually surprised that Thebar retained the belts. So Sandra left during the main event.
That's weird. They have the tickets go on sale during the main event.
All right, what the heck?
I guess it won't be much of a line.
She says, do you guys think they're waiting till Mania for Seth and Dean to win the tag team belts?
That is a long ways out still.
Or is this the start of the Shield breakup? No, I think the latest they're gonna win him has got to be the Rumble.
You'd think.
I think it'd be the Rumble.
I mean,
I appreciate that they're keeping Sheamus and Cesaro relevant far past when I thought they would, and that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of feel like it's got to be the Rumble.
Yeah.
Because I think they're going to go into Mania retaining the titles.
Yeah. Slow Wolf, first-time patron here. I know you both are fans of tournaments. Yes. But what do you think of a King or Queen of the Ring mixed tag tournament? You could have strange team pairings like Bayley and Braun Strowman, or destructive force teams like Samoa Joe and Nia Jax. So what are your thoughts, and what teams would you like to see?
Oh, I love the idea of Bayley and Braun Strowman. I think that'd be adorable as heck.
Yeah.
That'd be so great.
P.S. He says, I listen to you guys while working, have gotten strange looks when I have laughed randomly from one of your jokes. Thanks for all the hours of entertainment.
Nice.
Thank you.
Nice.
That's a great idea. Let me think of some teams.
Yeah.
Who would Charlotte team with?
AJ. They always put her with AJ. They always put her with AJ.
True. AJ and Charlotte. That's a good team. Becky and Finn Balor. They're friends.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Absolutely.
Asuka and Brock Lesnar.
Oh, man. That's very scary. Who would Bray Wyatt team up with?
Sarah Logan.
Oh, there you go. But put her in a Crazy Mary Dobson.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that'd be good. Man, you're crazy.
Do you want to do more questions, or I have a pay-per-view for you?
I know you're anxious. Hold on. There's a couple more here.
All right.
The base hit king, Eric Blaha. Do you feel that Woken Matt Hardy has full creative control of his character? It seems like the quality of it with the cheap background sheet and comedic editing is very non-WWE-like, especially when you compare it with Bray's polished look of his promo. I'm very optimistic about it, especially since I was a huge fan of the Broken Matt.
I don't think he has complete creative control. I'm hoping he has some input.
Yeah, I would think he does. How much of that? Okay, his thing last night. He had to have written it.
I would think so.
I would think that that's a lot. I would say this. They probably say, I would say there's a lot of collaboration there. Yeah. I'll just put it that way. There's probably a lot of collaboration there.
Yes. Or at the least, if he didn't write it, someone wrote it, trying to mimic his speech and gave it to him, and he rewrote it.
Yeah.
At the least.
At the least.
At the least, he rewrote it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it.
All right. We are going to do Armageddon. What year is this? 2008?
Ah, you're rude. That's rude, man.
2008.
What the heck?
Why is that rude?
I was giving you some gimmies last week.
No, you weren't. That's Clash of Champions 2.
Yeah, but it was kind of obvious who was winning those.
Not really.
All right, go on.
I'm not gonna include the.
What do we call it? Play per view? Is that what we call it?
Yeah, play per view. I'm not gonna include.
Can we who? Somebody gave us that name, right?
Yeah, hold on. Let's get through this, and I'll credit them because I actually screen capped the comment.
Good job.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Armageddon 2008. I'm not gonna include the dark match.
Okay.
First, Matt Hardy versus Vladimir Kozlov. Kozlov, sorry.
Kozlov. Okay.
Matt Hardy versus Vladimir Kozlov.
I'll say Kozlov went over.
Yes.
Nice.
Next, CM Punk
Ooh.
versus Rey Mysterio.
Are you letting me know if these are for titles or anything?
Oh, this is for number one contendership for Intercontinental title.
Ray.
CM Punk.
Ooh.
Mark Henry versus Finlay in a Belfast brawl.
I mean, he's got to be Finlay. It's a Belfast brawl.
Yes. Randy Orton.
Orton.
Versus Batista.
For anything?
Singles match.
That's just a singles match. Randy, I love this new game. This is my favorite. Randy Orton versus Batista. I mean, it's literally a toss-up. It's Batista.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next, 8 Diva Santa's Little Helper tag team match. Jillian Hall, Maurice, Natalia, and Victoria versus Kelly, Maria, Michelle McCool, and Mickey James.
The one with Kelly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next, singles match for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Ooh.
Chris Jericho versus John Cena.
for the big gold belt.
Uh-huh.
Jericho versus John Cena at Armageddon 2008. I'm thinking Jericho cheated. It's Jericho.
Lol, Cena wins.
Ah, son of a biscuit. Never bet against John Cena.
Finally, triple threat match for the WWE Championship. Triple H versus Jeff Hardy versus Edge.
Who came in as champion?
Edge.
Edge came in as champion. Jeff Hardy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at that. I think it was 5 out of
5 out of 7.
7. Woo! New record for play per view.
Here, if we're gonna keep scoring this like cumulatively,
Yeah.
there needs to be even number of matches.
Oh yeah, sure.
Because you had a 5-match card and that was a 7-match card.
Okay. How many So we need to find a 3-match card for you to even it up.
No, just going forward.
All right. Should we do what if we just do who wins each week? Well,
All right, that's fine.
But no, I'm saying okay, starting next week.
Yeah.
I'll bring one to the table. You bring one to the table.
And then the difference is like how we do trivia.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we'll say, okay, next week, for example, let's do how many matches? We need to find a card with a certain number of matches.
Yeah.
How many? 8?
Yeah.
7?
Just the same, 7 or 8.
7.
Okay.
Well, we got to figure it out.
And
7.
if there's more than 7, you just do the top 7 matches.
Okay. So, that's
the last 7 matches.
Okay. Let's do 7.
7. 7.
All right. Anyways, that was a lot of fun. Where's our outro music?
Somewhere over there.
Out music. You might be listening to music now. I don't know. That's it for now. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it. Until next time, we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.